Well, hey guys, it is day 4 of SSSVEDA. If you don't know what that means, back up a couple of days. I'm not a big vlogger, so you don't have to go very far in my timeline to find it. So go check that out on day 1. If you still don't know what the heck it is, click below in my description down below here. I'll put a link to SavvySexySocial, which is what SSS stands for, SavvySexySocial.com. Vlogging every day in April. So today's topic, there's a topic every day that you can use if you don't want to pick your own, but today's topic is what our plans are for the weekend. It is Friday, Casual Friday. Got a new shirt today. Casual Fridays, Rebels suck. So the plans for the weekend, well, to understand why this weekend is a little bit weird for us, you'd have to know what we typically do. So since I do work from home, this is my home office. I showed it in one of the previous videos. We'll do a tour later in another video. But typically we get out of here because I do work from home, so it's not often that I do get out of the house. My wife gets out some, but I just don't leave the house very often. It's between the office and the inside of the house. So we typically get out of here and go to eat somewhere. And I live in a little town just outside of Savannah, Georgia. So you know, if we go out to eat sometime during the week, it's usually right here close by. So the weekend is usually our time to grow our wings and go further on out of here and go to Savannah to a different restaurant or something like that. And we usually do that both Friday and Saturday. The difference here is a couple of things. Number one, we have a sick child. 10-year-old, the youngest one. You'll learn a little bit more about them tomorrow because tomorrow's topic is discuss our family and kids. But our 10-year-old is sick, has had fever and some other throat issues, headaches and all that. So out of school Thursday and Friday, yesterday and today. We don't know what's wrong with her. You would think we would because we paid a doctor $150 yesterday and ran some tests, drew some blood and all that good stuff. But doctors these days, I swear, they don't know as much as they did 30 years ago. But you go to the doctor anymore, you don't learn anything. They just tell you they don't know and go see a specialist. But they ran some tests and they did deduce that it is not strep throat, so that's a good thing. But they have narrowed it down to either the flu, but they can't confirm that because flu season is basically over and they're not ordering any more flu tests. So they were out and can't run a flu test on her. Or mono. So my 10-year-old could have the flu or mono. They'll call us next week to let us know. So she'll probably be nice and healthy by the time we find out what was actually wrong with her. But that's probably going to be the biggest bearing on what happens this weekend because we're not obviously going to take our sick child out to eat, no matter how bad we want to get out of here. So that's number one. Number two is twice a year our neighborhood does a neighborhood-wide garage sale. And that happens to fall tomorrow. So they advertise in our local paper and on the website and put banners out on the street, and people that pass by here you know, have been looking at this banner all week long. So it's kind of a busy highway once you get out of our neighborhood. So it's kind of a thing that we've been doing in our neighborhood for many years. So everybody in our community kind of knows that this is the weekend it happens. There's like 90 or 100 houses in our neighborhood, and sometimes half of them or more will even participate. So everybody kind of puts their junk at the end of the driveway, and all the locals drive through here and buy our crap that we, you know, would probably throw away otherwise. So the wife and I have been on kind of a downsizing trend here lately anyway. We've been wanting to kind of get rid of a few things. We've got another kid, the older one, is graduating here soon and telling us that she's going to be moving out, so that remains to be seen. But we're you know, considering, you know, in the near future downsizing our house even. So we've been trying to sell stuff on eBay and some other stuff locally. So this kind of just plays into that as well. So we're hoping to get rid of a bunch of stuff that we shouldn't have sitting in our attic anyway that we haven't seen in years. Other than running, I'm a big runner, so if you'd watch my other videos, you'd see that, or go check out my website. I run really long races. I'm an ultra marathon runner, so beyond marathon distances. I've done all the way up to a 24-hour race before. So I'm training for a race in June, here in a couple of months, so I'll be doing some running this weekend. But other than that being the only normal thing, kind of an oddball weekend for us. So you know, it's a weird weekend to catch this video on, because otherwise it would be, hey, we're going to eat. And that's about it. Other than I do have some chocolate. I had some chocolate yesterday. I have some more chocolate today. I keep dark chocolate in my office. I do eat just a little bit of it. Dark chocolate is supposedly good for you. You know, I read that on the internet, so it must be true. But it's a MUFA. Look that up. MUFA, a monounsaturated fatty acid. Avocados, olives, almonds, certain nuts and all kind of fit into that. So I try to get a little bit of MUFAs every day. And how can you turn down chocolate? I mean, really. So that's about it. But come back tomorrow, learn a little bit more about me. Check out my videos, like it, subscribe, whatever, and jump in here yourself. I mean, this is really easy. I'm trying to do this on the easy here. I'm shooting this on my iPhone, and I'm editing it in my iPhone and then just uploading it to YouTube from there. So if you think vlogging is hard and you got to have a whole bunch of equipment and lights and all this stuff, I'm pretty much facing a window. I do have a big sliding glass door behind me back there that's always lit up. But maybe I'll turn around one day here and shoot in a different direction. But I'm really trying to do this on the easy here and not get too crazy. I chop off the beginning few seconds and the ending few seconds and then upload it, and that's it. So if you want to be a vlogger, it's really super duper easy to do some of this stuff. And you can get fancy if you want, but you don't have to be. I may not be the greatest looking one here, but I'm sure there's worse on the YouTubes. So come back tomorrow, learn a little bit more, and we'll see you then. Bye.